Okay, my humble greetings, everyone. I'll be presenting to you on how am I going to use the teacher-directed method and the learner-centered method on the grade 6 natural sciences and technology subject. And the content of the lesson will be the solar system, taking into account that the process of teaching and learning will take place online due to the COVID-19 that has caused so many changes in our lives. Okay, as I welcome you, I'm going to start by the teacher-directed method, which I'm going to use to meet the required objective of the content. But firstly, maybe some of us don't even know what a teacher-directed method is. Then don't worry, I'm going to explain it to you. The teacher-directed method is the procedure or the strategy used by the teachers to discuss the subject through illustrations and giving straight instruction, as well as the use of models to help the learners reach the required objectives of the given content. I mean, the teachers need to give examples, illustrations, maybe real life experiences to make the content even more easier to the learners in order to reach the required objectives. Okay, so I'll be choosing the scaffolding on the zone of proximal development by Lev Frykowski, which is the teacher-directed method that is used to enhance or to improve students' knowledge and help students discover the new learning skills by only giving the learners support where it is necessary. For my students, scaffolding is a better method, especially when it comes to developing their cognitive skills, because I mean, they will be finding their new knowledge, discovering new information on the given topic, which is gonna improve their cognitive skills and their vocab. So here I'll be taking into account the solar system as the content of the lesson. So it is important that the learners discover their own information on the solar system and the galaxy to improve their knowledge and learning skills. It is important that learners discover new things on the science and what is happening in the nature of science in the universe as a whole. Okay, so here I'm going to be giving the learners an assignment on the 9 planets of the solar system or in the galaxy. Here the learners will be required to discover different characteristics of the 9 planets. They have to explain how do the planets differ from one another and provide the reason why planet Earth is suitable for life. And lastly, they have to describe why Pluto is regarded as a dwarf planet. Okay, so here is how I'm going to use the scaffolding on the learner's assignment or on the learner's content. Okay, regarding the assignment that I'll be giving them. So, like, first things first, we all know that grade 6 learners are not that developed cognitively, and they're not so exposed to much information that I require. So they're gonna need the additional help for the assignment. For instance, there's this question where they have to provide suitable reasons why Earth is good and suitable for human life. That's not an easy question to answer on their own. They need the teacher's assistance. This is where scaffolding takes place. I'll have to explain to them maybe a little bit about maybe the differences of the earth and the moon, and I have to give them real life experiences so that they can understand what is expected from them. I will make a practical example of visiting a moon maybe. As I said before that maybe I'll be making showing a video clip of a person visiting the moon. This will help the learners spot the difference between the moon and the earth. First clue will be the natural features found on the moon and the earth, such as water, mountains, vegetation, and animals. Then from there onwards, they'll be able to answer the questions and be eager to discover new information about the moon and the earth. Then that's the easy way of helping them reach the required objective. Okay, since we're done about the teacher method, the teacher directed method, now let's come to let's look at the learner-centered approach. Okay, I'm going to explain what a learner-centered approach is. So the learner-centered approach, it is an approach whereby learners are given an opportunity to show or display their own knowledge, real-life experiences, and the opportunity to discover new ideas. In this approach, learners are taken as dynamic factors in the learning because they are given opportunity to participate, to discuss, to voice out the new ideas, and to express about their thought on what they think about the particular content, question, or anything that they are given. Okay, on the learner-centered approach, I'll choose the problem-solving discussion, which is an interaction among the learners that has to do with discovering and establishing alternatives, which are the problem, like solving problems or getting solutions on the given problem. Okay, taking the solar system as I meant as an example, the learners will be required to discuss the main question and find solutions. This is part of a discussion. They'll be exchanging answers with an aim of finding the solution with the given question. For instance, there was this question that was a bit difficult for the grade 6 learners. This is the easy way to help them find the answers. They have to discuss the question on the suitability of Earth to maintain life. Okay, now the problem-solving discussion continues. So, in this matter, the learners have to discuss, share ideas using the real-life experiences, their experiences, what do they think about the given topic, and all that. And you know what? This is the better way of getting new ideas, and this is the better way of improving the learner's knowledge. Now that they'll be exchanging answers from different point of views by different people. So paying a close attention that the learners are of different backgrounds, which means they are diverse. So this is gonna be a great opportunity to get to know each other and understand one another. So this is basically not about learners enhancing their knowledge and like learning new things from one another, but this is the great opportunity to unite them, to make them understand one another, and to make the classroom more democratic and more accommodating. Now that they have to share their real life experiences on the given topic, and yeah, that's it. So this is the last part of the presentation on the content about the teacher directed and learner directed and learner centered approaches, as well as the media I'll be using for the whole content. Okay, I'll be using a poster which is a huge written picture that is decorated to make the written message be even more interesting to the readers. So I'll be using the poster to instruct and explain my content to the learners. It will be accessible to everyone and be found almost everywhere. So by almost everywhere, I mean the school and community libraries, as well as the school portal. It will be the easiest way to explain the content to the learners. Yeah, considering that the teaching and learning process will take place online. So yeah, poster is the good media that I'm going to use for the content. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my presentation and